Stranger at the door. I'll never forget that night. The snow fell heavily, blanketing everything outside in a thick, suffocating white. The wind howled softly, making the silence inside my small home office feel even more pronounced. My loyal dog, Charlie, lay curled up at my feet, his steady breathing providing a fragile sense of calm as I typed away, trying to finish my work. It was close to midnight when I first noticed something was off. There was a coldness in the air, not just from the weather, but something deeper, something that made my skin crawl. Charlie lifted his head suddenly, his ears perked up and his body tense. Then came the low, guttural growl from his throat, quiet but insistent. My heart began to pound as I froze, listening intently. Steeling myself, I moved to the living room and hesitantly peeked through the curtains. And that's when I saw him. A man stood motionless in the snow, his long black coat dusted with white, his face hidden beneath a hood. He didn't move. He just stood there staring, or at least I felt his eyes piercing through the glass, watching me. My breath caught in my throat. There was something unnervingly still about him, like he didn't belong to this world. I told myself he was probably just a passerby, someone lost in the storm. But as I stepped back from the window, Charlie erupted into a fit of barking, loud and frantic. The man moved then, slowly and deliberately, stepping toward my front door. Each step left a deep imprint in the snow, his presence impossibly heavy. I fumbled for my phone and dialed 911, my voice shaking as I tried to explain the situation to the dispatcher. Then I heard it, the unmistakable sound of my front door rattling. He was trying to get in. The doorknob twisted violently, the wood creaked under the pressure, and I could hear the weight of his efforts. "Please hurry," I pleaded into the phone, my voice trembling. And then, just as suddenly as it had started, the noise stopped. When I gathered enough courage to check, the man was gone, vanished into the swirling snow. The only evidence of his presence was the deep footprints leading away from the door and into the darkness. But as I turned to lock the back door, my stomach dropped. It was slightly ajar, swinging faintly in the wind. I always kept it locked. That's when I realized his intention hadn't been theft. He wasn't here for my belongings. He was here for me. Charlie barked again, his eyes fixed on the shadowy corners of the house. I locked every door and window, my hands trembling, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. When the police arrived, they found